The man, the myth, the legend is back this weekend. Adrien Broner is up against Bill Hutchinson, and not a fight that I was expecting to be excited about, but seeing AB back in the ring after so many years, it's definitely an interesting thing to talk about. But before we do get into that, we are all takes no whiffs. I'm Christian, that's Alex, and yeah, Adrien Broner, he's coming back finally. It's how long has it been since he was relevant? I would say
I think it's been 2 years since his last fight.
2 years since his last fight, but like since AB was relevant, like since he was like in championship contending fights, at least like 8 years now at this
He's
point.
had 5 fights in the past 6 years, if that
Mm,
says anything.
yeah, so he's definitely long past his, I would say his athletic best, but
He's only 33, I wouldn't.
yeah. The only thing is he also like got really out of shape and had to get in
True,
shape. I don't know if he
true.
got in the best shape, but then at the same time, it's like after a lot more experience and stuff like that, maybe it's his athleticism isn't going to be the key here, as long as he can utilize it to the best of his ability and not do some things he used to do.
Oh, yeah, and I mean, apparently he's in a lot better place just mentally, physically, and a lot of things, so maybe
Mm.
this 2-year layoff is a good thing for him. I would really like to see him back in better form, but, I mean, we know how he is in the ring. He's not the most exciting fighter, doesn't throw the most punches, isn't very active in there, so not really quite sure how he's gonna look returning in there because he's fighting Bill Hutchinson, who's pretty much like an attorney lawyer from everything I was reading. This dude's never really had a high-level fight. I mean, he does have a pretty good pro record, but yeah, I mean, this is just a very interesting matchup all around, to be honest. And it's
Yeah,
pay-per-view, so
I mean, they're taxing for this pay per view right here because Adrian Broner, he was a fun fighter to watch. Like he was in some exciting matchups back then, but he's not necessarily a draw like that, especially being this far out. So I don't know what they're thinking, charging what was it, $90 for this pay
I
per
don't
view?
don't take our word for that, but if that's true, I mean, that's
Out,
ridiculous.
outrageous. But yeah, and then he's up against an attorney at law. That's a honestly, I think they could get a narrative going with that and make
Well,
that entertaining.
they do with this promoter, apparently.
Hey, hey, they're onto something because this is definitely an interesting fight. And what I'm hoping for, honestly, is a good performance from AB. That's something that can maybe build
Mhm.
his confidence up because under the past few years of just not going at it as a top contender and going through his trials and tribulations, under all that, there's still a fighter. At the end of the day, he fought for I think the majority of his life growing up, so that's a skill that's in his bag for the rest of his life. And I feel like if he gets the confidence, he can become a very solid fighter at this point in his career.
Oh, yeah, and he's a pretty good promoter too, like, he's gonna draw a crowd. I mean, I know he's not gonna draw the most entertaining actual fight, but, I mean, he is gonna promote it and everything beforehand, and he's really good at that. But, I mean, to be honest, I'm just really looking forward to him getting back in the ring, after such a long layoff.
Yeah, without a doubt. And honestly, when it comes to the entertainment aspect, sometimes he's entertaining with the hands. Sometimes in the ring, he's entertaining for other reasons. Maybe he's going to get freaky with Hutchinson in the ring this weekend, like he did with Maidana. That could always happen. So stay tuned for that with AB because it's a what's the word? He's a wild card in that sense. So looking forward to this, I guess. And as we're looking forward to this, though, I just wanted to see how do you think this fight's going to go, Alex?
Well, don't think that there's gonna be a stoppage in this fight. If it does, it probably would be on Hutchinson's end for some reason, but I think Broner's gonna get a nice decision probably in this fight. He'll probably just do enough what he needs to do. I mean, we don't really know too much about Hutchinson and everything, but
Mm,
what I've seen, he's solid, but he's going up against Adrian Broner, who is a four-time or four-division world champion. So, I mean, he's getting in the ring with a monster, honestly.
yeah,
Not right now. Not he's not like a monster right now, but dude has a pretty good resume.
yeah. I do want to say I'm going for Bill Hutchinson, just in case if at any future point I do need an attorney that will come through for me. Hutchinson, I'm rooting for you, but in all reality, I do think Broner's gonna go for a nice decision right here. Probably gonna be an ugly fight. I think he's gonna definitely need to have a couple of rounds to get some rust off, and those couple of rounds could be 8 or 9 rounds. To be honest, who knows? Depends on how quick he catches a feel of his old boxing ability once it's real deal fight time because yeah, training and sparring and all that, that's definitely going to get you tuned up. But when you've been out of the ring like that for a while, who knows? Things could happen. And then the thing I like about Hutchinson is like, Okay, maybe he did. Honestly, 26 fights is a good amount of fights in someone's resume, but the fact that he's an attorney at the same time, it's like he's doing this for fun almost, which is it's cool in a way because if you're an attorney at law, I don't think you really need to be boxing. So, shout out Hutchinson for sticking to the grind and on top of the grind that he's already on. So, looking forward to this, I guess. But I think this could go like many ways.
Yeah, it can go many ways. Could be entertaining, could be not. More than likely, probably won't be that entertaining of a fight because of how Broner's style is. But
Yeah.
hopefully, we get some antics in there, maybe some trash talk. We know Broner's a big trash talker and everything. But is there any other fights on the undercard that you're looking forward to too?
I wouldn't say anything major. One name that stands out to me is Guillermo Rigondeaux. He's back in the ring against Charlie Clemente. I'm pretty sure this is only his second fight after the accident that he had, and I'm glad to see him back in action, even though he's very, very old at this point. Rigondeaux, at the same time, though, stylistically, he does pose a challenge, I think, to like really good boxers even at this point. So stay tuned for Rigondeaux as well. But outside of that, Adrien Broner, that's the main attraction right here. Let's get it.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to Broner getting back in the ring. Hopefully, he can put up a little more of an entertaining fight. Would love to see that, but we never know with him. Like Christian said, he really is a wild card, and we don't know what we're expecting. But this fight is actually on Friday night. It's not going to be Saturday, so make sure you put that on the calendar. But until then, peace.
Peace.